Peace and love, family. It's your boy Amari Asad with a quick little video about the masks we wear. And I'm kicking it with my brother Kanoon. We definitely going to go with the pros and cons about why the masks we wear in relationships. Why is it important? So we brought it to your attention is because we was building on this topic. And he had some good interest things about it. And so I was like, man, I think we should make a video about that because he had a lot of good point of views about. And I really want to know why. It's not to one gender. Both of us do it. Me personally, I don't like to do masses. I mean, I never thought about doing it. I like to be myself. I like to be who I am. If I'm an asshole, I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna be stubborn beginning. I'm not gonna fake it like, oh, I ain't this way, whatever. I'm gonna be, cut dry. I think we wore a mask when we was younger because we tried to fit in. We did certain things to fit in with certain crowds, things of that nature like that. But now we grown, we adults now. For relationship purposes, why are we faking the funk? We're dressing up and putting on masks to get the person we want. And then once we get them, the mask come off. We're not really into that. You might say you into sage. You might say you into meditating. You into yoga. And kind of find that you ain't into that stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the thing?
I see, especially now, it's a big waste of time in relationships. The older you get, it's don't really have time for mask anymore. You end up being with somebody for what, 2 or 3 years and they still got a mask on.
Right.
I mean, a lot of experiences I've had, last few relationships, I'll say good 3, 4.
Wow.
In my later adult years, meet a woman, and it's like they see how you are. They see how you are,
right? And
through infatuation, they want to match your energy.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with matching the energy,
right?
When they're matching it and it's not their energy,
indeed.
Then it becomes a problem because okay, so somewhere down the line, man, you start to see this mask start to, kind of slowly drop off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then so it's like, wait a minute, this is not the same person I was kind of talking to in a vibe way. And then that causes arguments.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I thought you didn't like to do this at first. I thought you did like to do this. And it's like, and so what I've heard from a lot of women is that since they're trying to do things, since they put this mask on, and they're trying to do things to either please me or basically it's to please the other person, then later on they will say, well, you kind of forced me into you not like you persuaded me or anything, but you what would be the word? I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Like you forced me to do
But see, with that, I like you because I like you, and say, hey, instead of, I get it. We all say, I'm going to pretend something that I'm not to get this person, Same with men. They say, well, I'm going to pretend I got all this money, whatever, because I think she like money, or I think she be okay into me if I'm flashy, whatever. Same with a person that's ugly. Same with some person that don't have no personality or got no swag about them. They got to make up something, We're bringing this attention to you because I get it, The person that you want, they might not be your type because, or you think they might not be your type at all because you might not do that thing. You never know what type of person you might get if you just be you. Say, hey, I'm interested, but I've never done it before. I would like to learn, or I would like to know, things of that nature. Because what happens is, me and him vegan, so girls be like, oh, I'm gonna pretend that I'm vegan to be with you, and it's like, no. You just know you ain't.
I've had some situations where, I'm vegetarian.
Right.
I'm not really vegan yet, but I'm vegetarian.
Right.
And so, it might be a situation that how we'll come up. We at a restaurant.
Right.
And I'm ordering. She's ordering her food. I'm ordering mine. And why you not ordering any meat or something like that? I don't eat meat. So I'm not forcing anything. Like, no, you shouldn't back in the day, I kind of did do something like that. You know, like when you first get the information,
right.
You know, you so geeked on information.
Yeah.
You know, you trying to help and you want to help people.
Yeah.
You know, some people do it for two different reasons. Some people just want to just look like they just
know everything. Right.
And some people just genuinely just try to tell people because I got some knowledge that's going to help me.
Yeah.
I want to help everybody I can.
That's true.
But then, you know, once you get a little older and you've been studying stuff for a while, whatever, and you kind of mature, you know, you don't really, you just let people be. You know, if they got a question and they want to know about some stuff, okay, then I'll tell you.
Right.
You know, so other than that, I'm not telling you, you need to eat this way, you need to do this. That's, you know, you just asking for an argument. So, you know, we at a restaurant and, you know, I'm eating, I'm ordering my food, and the question might come up, you know, why you don't eat this? Like, nah, you know, I don't eat meat.
Right.
And then they'll say something like, well, you know what, yeah, you know, I thought about that. You know, I'm trying to do that myself. And the experiences I've had, they'll say that, you know, and I'm believing it.
Right.
But then later on, that wasn't really the case.
Yeah.
You know, they just basically said that to kind of,
I guess, please
connect
you.
on to, to get on your, you know, whatever you at, whatever
Right.
level you on, and like, okay, yeah, you know, I thought about doing it. I'm kind of doing that myself or something like that.
Right.
And then I find out later on,
and that was
that was they maybe thought about it or something like that, but they weren't really trying to. So then the relationship progresses, and they trying it more, and trying it more and more, and then I'm thinking like, wait a minute, I thought you were kind of already. When they say, then I found out like no, they just started out.
Right.
And then they, you know, they eating what you eating, you know, and everything.
Right.
And then later on, you know, little arguments might come up, or I've had this before where, you know, arguments might come up. It could be about something else, and then, you know, when they're mad at you, they're gonna bring up everything, any and everything that might have happened that you might have said, might have did, and it's like, you know, I never wanted to eat like that anyway. You know, you making me.
What they say, I never knew.
Yeah, you making me, you know, you trying to control me or something like that. And I've heard that from time, like, you know, and you trying to tell me this way to eat and that way to eat. I'm like, no, I never told you. You know, I just say this is how I eat.
Right.
And you want to know about it, so I gave you the
pros and cons.
The pros and cons. I gave you the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? I never say, no, you need to eat this way. You know.
And that's the thing about it is, you know, someone doing something, right? And one of the things I learned too is relationships. One of the things we're gonna do, we're gonna step our game up, or we're gonna sit on the sideline and go with somebody that's easy for us. You know, my whole thing is, if you're not about that life, just say you ain't about that life. But I want to know, you know, and some of us need to eat healthy as it is. You know what I'm saying? So having somebody in your life that kind of pushes you, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, don't fake it to make it. Because what happens is we elevate constantly. And a lot of times our mate would try to be something they're not, when in actuality, that's not what they are. They might need to change, but they're not ready for that change right now. Yeah. We're trying to tell you, ladies or gentlemen, put your cards on the table. If you have a spade, you have a heart, you have a diamond, you got a club, let it be shown. Ain't no system you getting with kings like us and faking the funk. Because at the end of the day, we going to let our laundry show and say, hey, you know, I might be Africa today, I might be on some rah-rah the next day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want you to know that, hey, we comfortable in our own skin, but we always trying to elevate and be better. So we got to understand, we got to be on the same level and same page, but you don't got to fake it to kick it with us. You don't got to, you know, pretend something you're not or put on this mask, because what happens is it makes me displeased later down the line, and it makes me, what they say?
So, I mean, one thing, it causes trust
issues. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like a mother and a child.
I'm not believing you.
Yeah, it kind of like a, what's that word? It's a word, I forgot what it is, but be cold to you, you know, be, you know, like thrown off, like I don't even want to deal with you, you know. It's kind of how y'all ladies feel about lying, you know. It's the same way, you know. And instead of just saying I want to know it, we can respect that, you know. And if you can't be yourself with anybody you dating or whoever you kicking with, whoever you want to be with, ask yourself, if you got to do all this to continue your life with this person, you shouldn't be with them. If they can't accept you, or you scared that they might not want you because you don't do what they do, you really got to ask yourself, is this who I really want to be? Mm-hmm. Is this who I am? Is I'm doing this to become better, or I'm only faking it? Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, it's a lot of things we want to deal with, and it's a lot of things we want to dibble and dabble in, but don't fake it just to be with me. If you don't clean, you don't clean.
Yeah.
Just, they ain't gonna last long. If you don't cook, that's cool. We can learn together,
yeah,
but
put everything on the table, man.
You gotta put it on the table.
You know, relationships now, man, you know, a lot of people scared, especially the older you get, you know, a lot of people scared to be alone, and you know, it's not a good, it's not a nice, how would I say it, a lot of good quality people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they will, you know, people just scared, man. I see people scared, man, of, you know, a lot of people don't want to deal with a lot of stuff that's out here. You know, a lot of the different types of, these, you know, these crazy people out here. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, so when people see something that's fairly good, you know, they're going to try to do whatever they can to hold on to it.
Right.
But, you know, that putting on that mask, that's not a, it's going to cause a lot of problems in the long run, you know what I'm saying?
And in a nutshell is, this is the person you love. Mm-hmm. This person you care about. Why they can't know you? Mm-hmm. You know, we are putting on masks with our side pieces. We put on masks with the person we so-called have a sneaking conversation while we got a relationship, because the real person know you at the house, but the other person outside the house don't know you. Mm-hmm. So we have to keep that up, because the other person don't know all your flaws. So I get it, but in retrospect, can you deal with it? Mm-hmm. You know, I want to leave with that. Why do you put the mask on? What are you afraid of? Why you can't be you? There's some brothers right here that's really trying to motivate and elevate, teach and educate, and help you to say, hey, we all have something we don't want nobody to know. But at the end of the day, as to grow, we got to show. We got to show that, hey, it might be some tissue stuck in the bottom of your shoe. You going to help me take it off, or what's up? You know, we don't need more masses. Mm-hmm. We need to real you so you can have a better you longevity with the person you're trying to be with. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, he will respect you because you kept it real with him.
And the other thing with the mask is not just the mask of, you know, trying to emulate that other person's character, energy, or whatever they like. It's also the mask of like baggage. You covering certain. And
that's another
baggage.
Topic right there. That's another topic right there.
With
the mask and the baggage.
With mask. So, you know, people traumatized by a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? You got people that were, some people might have been abused.
Mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
Might have trust issues. People, I mean, it's all kind of
don't know how to love or show love.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that too. People don't
lack of affection. Don't know what affection looks like. Communication, how to be communicative, how to be effectively communicate. It's so many ways to deal with this. So we just gonna give you the nutshell of the relationship. We definitely gonna come back with another segment of the masses of the baggage area as well, because it's a strong topic, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely want to bring it to you. Anything you want to say before we close out?
Not really. We talk about some. We get into the next one.
In the next one, okay. Yeah. So what I want to leave with you guys. Definitely take this question to heart. Why do you put on a mask? Why do your partner put on masks? Why your friend does it? Why your family do it? Really ask the question yourself and really dig deep. And tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts is, and understand why we do it. What are you afraid of? And really ask that question so you can brainstorm, so when we come back, so we can see the growth process and why, and kind of figure out why we do it. Sometimes we subconscious and sometimes we do it consciously. Mm-hmm. So peace and love, family. It's your boy Amari Asad with your brother Kanoon. Definitely we come back with the next one. So stay tuned.